Welcome into Motorsports Monday. Nashville may be known for its country music scene, but NASCAR stole the show this weekend. We had the NASCAR Cup Series returning to Nashville Superspeedway for only the fourth time. The stars were out. Luke Combs driving the pace car and Hardy giving an awesome command to start the engines. Denny Hamlin gets a great jump on the restart. He surges ahead of the field early on, but the soon-to-be lapped car Justin Haley slows him up just a few laps into the race. That allows Hamlin's teammate and last week's winner Christopher Bell to take over the top spot after taking Hamlin and Haley 3 wide on the outside. Bell goes on to easily win the first stage of the race. To stage 2 now, and weather impacting the race for a second week in a row. Though the skies were ominous, it was just a quick moving storm, and they were able to head back to racing around 2 hours later, and Christopher Bell picks off right where he left off. Bell, after winning last week's race, sweeps stage 1 and stage 2 of this one. To the final stage now, Hamlin starting on the front row, but after a round of pit stops, Bell finds himself in the back of the pack and he finds trouble. Bell spins out and hits the wall. His day was done after that one. This opens up the door for some other drivers looking for their first win of the season. One of those drivers, Austin Dillon, he spins out Brad Keselowski there after Brad ran in the top 5 most of the race. Other drivers looking for opportunity. Ryan Blaney and Ross Chastain starting this race out front. Chastain won last year's Nashville race as well. A late race caution leaves Ross on the front row with Denny Hamlin to his inside. It's third place car Kyle Larson, though, who's the story. Larson sends it into turn 1. He tries to get to the rear of Hamlin, but instead slides up the track and collects Ross Chastain, ending Ross's day after it looked so promising for him. This was the first attempt at NASCAR overtime and certainly wouldn't be the last. Several drivers close to running out of fuel, and every restart attempt adds longer distance to the race. Larson, on the following restart, runs out of gas and takes out several drivers behind him. Just mayhem after this. Just a few laps later, another wreck comes out, and it's the 5th overtime attempt, a NASCAR record. In the end, Hamlin has the fuel. Joey Logano somehow is able to make it to the end. He holds off a hard-charging Tyler Reddick and ends up getting the win, his first win of the season there for Joey Logano. Here's a look at the rest of the top 5 from this race. How about second place? Zane Smith with by far his best finish of his career. He's followed by Reddick, who made it very interesting at the end, almost catching Smith and Logano. Ryan Preece with the best finish of his season in 4th, and Chris Buescher rounds out the top 5. NASCAR heads to the streets of Chicago for next week's race. To local racing now. 3 tracks were able to get action in despite storms over the weekend. Lake Cumberland with a kids' night on Saturday. Pro late models, it's Jeff Watson getting yet another feature win. Richmond Raceway also in action in their Pro Late Models feature. It's Dalton Brown getting the win there. And Thunder Mountain Speedway in action. The track honoring Rod Carter Jr. in this one, and it's Matt Shannon winning the 604 Crate Late Models feature. Missed the racing this past week? No worries. We have 3 days of racing this week. We kick it off with a rare Wednesday evening race. Mud Lick Valley hosting a 5,000 to win super late model event to celebrate 4th of July. On Friday, Thunder Mountain Speedway is scheduled to be in action with super late models and legend cars both in action. That will certainly be a fun evening there. And then Saturday will be busy. Lake Cumberland is in action and we'll have fireworks display as well. Rockcastle Speedway is hosting the 5th annual Tommy Lanham Memorial, and Willard Speedway returns to action as well. We will have those results next week right here in Motorsports Monday. See you all then.
Motorsports Monday with Dillon Gaudet is brought to you by Camargo Transmission and Auto Parts in Mount Sterling.